For over a decade, a predator roamed the desolate shores of Long Island, New York, leaving behind a trail of horror that would become one of America's most haunting cold cases, the Long Island serial killer. It began on the stormy night of May 1, 2010, when 24-year-old Shannon Gilbert, working as an escort, made a frantic 911 call from the wealthy enclave of Oak Beach, screaming, "They're trying to kill me," before vanishing into the darkness. Police dismissed her disappearance as the act of a troubled young woman, until volunteers searching the nearby woods uncovered not Shannon, but 4 women's bodies wrapped in burlap, dumped just off Ocean Parkway. They were Maureen Brainerd Barnes, Melissa Barthelemy, Amber Costello, and Megan Waterman, mothers, daughters, women trying to survive, now reduced to evidence numbers in a system that overlooked them. Over the next year, 6 more sets of remains were found along the same lonely highway, including a toddler and 2 unidentified women known only as Jane Does. These women were often sex workers, marginalized and ignored, until their bodies were found in the dunes. For 13 years, their cases stalled, hampered by jurisdictional chaos, lack of resources, and societal bias. But their families never gave up. And neither did a growing army of online investigators determined to give them justice. While official investigations stalled, the internet kept the Long Island serial killer case alive. True crime forums, Reddit threads, and dedicated Facebook groups dissected every detail: Craigslist escort ads, cell tower data, dump site maps. Sleuths noticed patterns police missed: similar ad wording, recurring usernames, geographic clusters near Hoyerman's neighborhood. They gave names to the nameless, faces to the faceless. Their relentless pressure forced law enforcement to re-examine evidence with fresh eyes. In 2022, that persistence finally paid off. Investigators re-examined Shannon's phone records and traced her final calls to a single location near Gilgo Beach. Then they made a chilling discovery: nearly all victims had posted escort ads on Craigslist using similar keywords. One username, Joe, kept appearing in associated investigations. In early 2023, surveillance tracked a suspect to a restaurant. When he left, detectives took his discarded coffee cup. DNA from that cup matched evidence from multiple Gilgo Beach crime scenes. On July 13, 2023, they arrested 59-year-old Rex Hoyerman, a quiet, married architect from Massapequa, just 15 miles from the first dump site. To neighbors, Hoyerman was unremarkable, a family man who coached youth sports and designed buildings. But behind closed doors, investigators say he harbored a dark obsession. His computer contained years of searches for escorts, detailed maps of Ocean Parkway, and even hand-drawn sketches of crime scenes that eerily matched victim dump sites. In 2025, he was formally charged with 4 murders, but prosecutors believe he's linked to at least 10, including Shannon Gilbert and the 2 unidentified Jane Does. His calm demeanor in court shocked families who expected a monster, but evil often wears a familiar face. As of early 2026, Hoyerman remains in jail awaiting trial, now delayed to late 2026 due to legal motions. But major questions still haunt the case. Did he act alone? Some investigators once pursued a second suspect known as the Peacher, linked to different victim patterns. Could he still be out there? And most tragically, who are the 2 Jane Does? Without names, their families may never know what happened to their daughters. The FBI continues forensic testing, hoping DNA or dental records will finally bring them home. The Lisk case didn't just expose a killer, it exposed a system that failed vulnerable women. It proved that digital footprints can crack decades-old mysteries. It showed that citizen sleuths, armed with nothing but curiosity and compassion, can move justice forward when institutions stall. Today, policies are changing. Missing persons reports for sex workers are taken more seriously, cold case units are expanding, and online communities are recognized as vital allies, not nuisances. 11 lives were stolen. One man is behind bars. But true justice won't come until every victim has a name, every family gets closure, and the full truth is laid to rest. Gilgo Beach is quiet now, but the wind still whips through the dunes, carrying whispers of the women who vanished there. If this story moved you, like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell for more true crime deep dives that honor the victims and demand accountability. And tell us in the comments, do you believe Rex Heuermann is the only killer, or is the Long Island serial killer case still far from over?